Okay, why are you like this? I'm not connected. YouTube stream showing connect your encoder despite having added my stream key. Either KLR 650 or another sport bike. Can't decide which one. Get a newer Vulcan. Actually based. Do that. Do that. Primary YouTube ingest server. Advanced settings. FFmpeg, yeah. Output settings. Primary YouTube ingest. Save output. Am I live now? Because the bot says it's connected to YouTube as broadcaster. Hey, I'm live now. Would you look at that? This shit actually worked. Cool. Let's go. Let go. So now if I do a check this out. Check this out. Should see it pop up. Yeah, look at that. YouTube chat's here, boys. Why did my chat box move? That was weird. There we go. Look at that. Now you can see YouTube chat. You're not alone now, Twitch. There's YouTube chat. Let's go. Unfortunately, that is double the shit that I gotta monitor. Femboy Index Redeem coming? Yes, Femboy Index Redeem probably coming. That'll probably be a pretty good 100 follower reward. Femboy Index, since so many of you would probably enjoy that. Not that I wouldn't enjoy it, but you know. Can I move chat? Yeah, let's do live chat. I want to see all chat. Can I move this? This layout sucks. Okay, cool. We got YouTube set up. Let's go. We can actually start the game now. Right. So we're just going to do standard mode. Actually awake. Because I was dead asleep last time. I'll turn multiplayer on. Let's see if it crashes out like last time. Oh my god, it actually worked. It actually worked. I can live stream now. Oh my god. Hey, Ikarlumi, what are you doing? Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you so much. I saw you streaming a little bit earlier and I was going to pop in, but I was helping Beans out with some stuff. So what were you up to? Let's take a peek, see at your channel. What were you streaming? You were streaming Quarantine Zone. Oh, I love that game. Oh my goodness. It's so good. Surprise stream? Nice. I love a good surprise stream. Wow, the notifications for chat are like crazy delayed. That's kind of wild, actually. Boop, boop. First table. So how'd you do? How far'd you get? Were you doing endless or campaign? I'm going to bombard you with questions now because you've made the mistake of interacting with me. It's kind of disaster. You know, honestly, in my like personal experience, the quote unquote disaster streams are usually pretty fun. Unless the disaster is like something that is potentially bad, you know? Hey, nice. Finish the campaign. I got to know. Which one did you pick first? Stay or leave? For those of you who finished the campaign, you know what I'm talking about. Right, now we're making gears. Oh, you chose to leave? Honestly, I did the same thing. I did the exact same thing. I reloaded and then I chose to stay. Because I wanted to get the ending and then I wanted to continue on. I might boot it up again later. play some endless mode, you know? I am drinking a soda right now. But it is not a regular soda. No, we are in the health conscious index era. So I'm drinking a prebiotic soda. 5 grams of sugar, which is insanely low for your standard soda. And it has 11% of your dietary fiber for a day, which is kind of a lot for a beverage. Anyway, that's entirely beside the point. Yeah, no, I chose to leave as well. It fits thematically. Like, that seems like what the checkpoint worker would do. There were some sketchy things going on, the lab stuff. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, 100% just killing survivors for the purposes of advancing your knowledge of the infection. But it also felt a little bit like thematic, you know, sacrificing a few for the needs of the many. And if you're doing it right, you shouldn't be sending healthy people to the lab anyway. It should be just people who have already caught the sickness. So if they're sick, then, you know, they lose all of their rights because they're zombies now. Or they will be. I'm a little bit disappointed that the gun well, actually, I'm not going to spoil that. There's a reward for finishing it, and I know you know what it is, but I don't think other people know. Let's see, can I do this? You can do that. The efficiency. The efficiency. Do you see this, Ruckus? Are you online still, or are you back to your house by this point? You see. You see. You can be efficient. Right. I need to increase the fact that the speed at which this outputs stuff. In the worst case scenario that someone got the cure already and you'll be in history like some Austrian painter or worse. I don't know that you'll be like considered full Austrian painter type stuff. You know, because that's like different. Like that's you know, to be full Austrian painter, you would have to be like targeting specific groups. Whereas when I was playing, the only group I was targeting were the infected. I did what I needed to for humanity to survive. Getting those conveyor belt speeds up. Yeah, there. Yeah. Then I need to get the machine efficiency upgrade next. Right, we need rock. So let's get some rocks. My worst case scenarios are pure craziness. That's the best thing about worst case scenarios. They can be whatever the heck you want them to be. Boom. Yes, deposit directly into my box. I'm gonna get the crusher to produce stone. How we do it over here, YouTube? How we doing over here? The live stream is active, but a bit delayed. My goodness. Like, I'm still buying stone over there. Oh, it's because I'm not on live. That's why. I'm standing in the store. Cool. I don't know why that keeps happening. I think it's when you tab out, it stops the stream for some reason. Yeah, whatever. All I know is that I'm live on that side. Right. I'm going to give y'all a bit of a unethical life pro tip. All right. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming by. And thanks again for rating. But unethical life pro tip, right? I have ads turned on 1 minute per 30 or per hour. Is it 1 minute per hour? Yes, I believe it's 1 minute of ads per hour, right? Well, my YouTube doesn't have ads. Yeah, there's Index Vossbot here to tell you about the ad in 2 minutes. Also, I've got to set that up so that it actually like sends the notification when the ad actually starts, because it stops sending messages to the chat about 1 minute into, or 1 minute prior to the ad. So I got to get one in there for ad is starting soon, guys. So many fun things to keep configuring. It's an ongoing story of growth. But yeah, if you would like to dodge the Twitch ads, which you should never do, that would be entirely screwed up. Why would you ever do that? But if you would like to dodge the Twitch ads, that can be done by going to youtube.com/IndexVossVT, because I created IndexVoss and then was very stupid and decided to do it under my personal email. So I then had to undo that. Yippee! Alright, let's make some frickin' money. I need to upgrade my ish. Delete you. Cool. Just got a bunch of stone, which is good, because I need that to make my next thing. Alright, okay. Let's go help the customer. Boom. One thing I've been working on, specifically as far as like my quality of streaming, I guess, is like the puppetry of the actual VTubing, right? Because, you know, it's one of the unique aspects of this medium is that you can like make the little guy do a funny little dance, right? And the funny little dance guy. I'm gonna get clicker trained. I'm gonna get fucking clicker trained to run in here whenever I hear a bell. Anyway, doing the funny little dance and having the reaction of the model, having it doing all kinds of stuff, is like what I generally find really enjoyable about VTubing. Like, watching VTubers do the fun puppet stuff is really, it like scratches a part of your brain, right? Seeing a model do things is just so cool. I just like it so much. It's so neat. All right. The ad is running on Twitch, so none of you are hearing what I'm saying. Just got off work and now I'm chilling. Awesome. Ah, I see you have turbo, so you are not afflicted by the ad as the others are. It's going all right, Dusky. How are you doing? Just so you know, there's a bit of a delay. I gotta figure that out. I need to also. I forgot to put that I have commands in my channel. Oh, that's in my go live. There we go. Okay, cool. Sorry, had to update my stream title a little bit. This is like a factory automation type game. So if you're familiar with like Factorio or Satisfactory, it's kind of like that. Except you're running a little store in a medieval town. Can I build stuff in the road? Okay. So right now I'm still at the very most basic portion where I am still setting up my basic. Ooh, there's my day one income. I lost a lot of money. Setup costs. They'll never not be fun. Oh, that's right. I need to build the planters. So the idea is you are an alchemist in like this medieval town. You're setting up your Alchemy Factory. It's the name of the game. I played it a bit during my 24-hour live stream. For those of you who missed that, don't worry about it. I am going to be bringing that VOD onto my YouTube. And if you want to try and sit through all 24 hours of content, you can catch it on my actual VODs. It is published. The reason I say try is because, my God, that is a lot of video to watch. There's a lot of video to make. I love that popping sound. Yeah, I knew you were going to come in and try and buy something, you sucker. Sorry, I shouldn't be talking to my customers like that, but they're suckers. Right. Okay. Ish. Ish indeed. Okay, let's fix this a little bit. Building factories. I could build everything directly on the floor, but I don't wanna. What do you need 5 mortar and pestles for? That's so much stuff. Like, yeah, buy my stuff, thank you, but why are you buying so much? That's extra. That is so incredibly extra. Okay, cool. Shaming the customers is crazy? Nah, if more people in this world shamed their customers, the world would be a much better place, let's be honest. Let's be completely honest with each other here. Like, lady, you do not need to buy all the packs of Magic the Gathering cards or Pokemon cards. Let some of the kids have some of the Pokemon cards. Oh, speaking of, oh my goodness. So I'm not really into the Pokemon trading card game. It's not something I ever really got heavy into. My kids are. Right. Like, they're my kids. I love my kids. And they love Pokemon. My ex-spouse also was really into the Pokemon. So obviously both my children and my ex-spouse were super into the Pokemon cards and were bemoaning the whole scalper situation that's currently going on there. For those unaware, there are hella scalpers in the Pokemon card community right now. Like, it's going nutso. Like, absolutely bananas. And I was like, okay, it's still fairly niche. Like, yeah, Pokemon cards, they're Pokemon cards. People are going to keep buying them no matter what, if they can get their hands on them. But when I realized that the situation was getting really bad for Pokemon card scalping was when my fucking mom called me. And was like, hey, have you heard about this Pokemon scalping thing? I'm like, Mom, what are you talking about? How do you know about the Pokemon scalpers? Because she was, you know, buying me trading cards when I was a kid, because I was really into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I did get a couple of the Pokemon cards, because I'm old enough that I was getting Happy Meals with Pokemon cards in them. And if any of you recall that specific little period of McDonald's history when they were giving out Pokemon cards in their Happy Meal pack, or their Pokemon card packs in their Happy Meals, we can be friends. But yeah, so she calls me up about this. She's like, so what do you think the cards I've got are worth? I'm like, Mom, they're not scalping just any Pokemon card. It's the collectible ones. That's the point. So nobody's going to pay that money for a fucking trainer card. Well, maybe Trainer Misty, but nobody's going to pay that for like a regular Pokemon card. And I had to explain to her the logistics of scalpers and how they work for this particular type of deal. And it was just a whole frickin' thing. It was so weird. Oh my god, yeah. They're fucking cards, guys. Like, I get it. Trust me, I was a Magic the Gathering player for a while. I understand, like, how cool it is to have the card, right? The really cool card. Let the kids enjoy their shit, right? Like, can we agree on that? Like, you're literally stealing toys from children to sell online for $400 fucking dollars. You're a bad person. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. Fuck you if you're a Pokemon card scalper. I don't even play Pokemon, and you're a bad fucking person. Don't at me. Don't talk to me. Don't engage in my community. You suck, and I don't want you here. Working at Target and the scalpers are a common occurrence. They line up before the store even opens and harass the workers. Yeah, that's the other fucking thing. They're just assholes. Like, legitimately just unpleasant people to be around. Like, if you are gonna be the ass of asses, you gotta be nice about it. Because otherwise, you're just an Omega asshole. There's no other thing about it. I've seen some of the, like, pictures of people showing, like, groups of people lined up outside Targets and Walmarts just to get to the fucking cards before the children get in. It's sickening. Like, I've lined up for things before. I'm not saying people who line up for stuff are bad people. But what I was lining up for was a Nintendo DS or a Wii. Right? Like a console that I was gonna play games on. Not a pack of fucking Pokemon cards that I was gonna resell on eBay. SMH, what did we come to? I don't think I'm gonna make these quests. That's disappointing, actually. Because I could really use the money. I might make the carpenter request, but the random I don't think I'm going to make it to. Yeah, I only need 3 more of those, and I haven't made any small gears yet. There's one last thing before I go. The YouTube title is different for the Twitch one. Bye-bye, everyone. Yes, you're right. I haven't set the YouTube title. Thank you. Lifesaver. My channel. Bye-bye. YouTube Studio. This is really dumb because, you know, Twitch has integrations that allow you to change this kind of thing before you go live. Unfortunately, I have to go into the content tab of my frickin' YouTube channel, go into the live tab specifically, and then edit. It's still saying Super Battle Phasmo. Copy that. Paste. We're playing Alchemy Factory. Okay, I guess I'm using a tilde instead of an exclamation mark. I'm very internet coded. Thank you for the quick little sanity check there, IK. I really needed that. I appreciate it. There we go. Okay, so we're good on the carpenter's request. Let's submit those. Heck yeah, we can get rope making going. I'm a little disappointed you don't get seeds. West, carpenter requests. Submit. Cool. Need 200 more planks. I got some money now, so I can put some wood in the frickin' cutter. Boop, boop. Give me my money. Get out of here. I need the automatic register. Pop, pop, pop. Need some more sage seed, or not sage seeds. Right now I still only need flax. Sage is later. I'm out of money after that. Yippee! We love it. Getting close to the stone, but we're running out of time. Yeah, you came in here to buy all 5 of those mortars, didn't you? Yep. Yep. Shame on you. Shame on you. Let the children buy the mortars. Don't you know how important it is to a young childhood to have your own mortar and pestle? You're stealing the joy of children having mortars and pestles. I don't have any small gears. I need to make some small gears. How do you make small gears? Processor. Okay, so I need one of these. Got it. I'll keep that one rolling. And you know what? I'm going to be hella inefficient. I got 603. I got enough. Oh, we got people at the counter. Where'd the ding? Yeah, there it is. Boop, 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 boop. Get your gears here. Get your gears here. Index, maybe buy this so I too can aspire to be a sugar daddy to Caboose. Hey, Beaumont, how you doing? Good to see you. We should all aspire to be Cabooses, sugar daddies, and mommies. Caboose is a hard-working lad. Deserves some sugar. Unlike that Ruckus guy. Ruckus came in far later. I give all my love to Caboose because Ruckus was like Caboose light. I can say that because Ruckus isn't back yet. The evil overlord Twitch streamer. You know, I probably should look into that. I'm guaranteeing you there is somebody who's like VTuber persona is an evil overlord, isn't there? I have to find them and call them Caboose. Weird that we've never seen them in the same room at the same time. Oh yeah, that's so odd. I wonder why that could be. I have no further comments on this. And if give me more. Okay, I'm gonna do this the really gross way. Split to recombine is crazy. It's crazy work. To split again. Look at that. How crazy is that work? But it works though. So you're gonna make the small gears. And you're also going to make the small gears. I'm so glad we found that. I should see my satisfaction. I mean, sorry, I'm losing track of chat. I have a notification set up to tell me when somebody puts a message in chat, and it doesn't seem to be working properly. I mean, I think Porcelain Doll's supposed to be like a cursed doll or something. Yeah, Porcelain Doll's a cursed doll. You should see my satisfactory lines. Oh, fuck, I didn't turn tits on. I'm sorry, Thuri. Let me turn it on and I'll refund your chuck. Or if a mod is here, any mod, please refund Thuri's chuck. Oh no, tits is taken up over the screen that was running OBS. Oh no. You can see my tits. Oh no. How scandalous. Boo, teehee, high index B. Index and B. Beaumont. Yeah! I was super happy to see Beaumont in the chat. You know what? I'll do you one better than redeeming your chuck. We'll do this one. There you go. I gave you a bonus upgrade. Please don't sue. Please don't sue. Worried about lawsuits, you know. I gotta be careful. I'm a small streamer. I can't afford it. The customer is absolutely not always right. We just finished having a discussion about this, actually. We were talking, I was telling off the customers in the shop, and I was like, y'all are assholes. Don't buy my shit. Also index only because there is here. Do I have to say that you have the second best hits? Honestly, yes. You're contractually obligated to say that I have the second best hits on the stream because it's true. Customer service rep, I want to kill customers. Yeah, we were talking specifically about scalpers, the ones who come into like shops that sell cards. Yeah, no, I love tits too. All forms of tits. Both the haha funny and the one where you throw stuff. Yeah, we were talking about them because they've been I was bringing up how crazy it is that my mother knows about that shit. Like, unironically, my mom called me about it. And my mom, as I have discussed previously, is not exactly internet savvy. She's not like super big on like internet stuff. In matters of taste, the customer's always right. Honestly, not even then. Not even then. Customers have horrible taste. They are tasteless motherfuckers. It's true, and you know it. It's true. I'm selling all the... Dude, I'm a dude in the back of a fucking public gym because I'm selling all the gear. There's a hotel GM and cussed a guest out. As you should. As you should. Hospitality workers get the worst of it. I don't know what happens to people's brains when they get into a hotel. But they're like, this is not my house. Yeah, seriously. This is not my house. This is the place where I have illicit sexual meetups. Everyone who works here must be a horrible person. I'm going to act as though I've never once interacted with another human being. I'm waiting around for my manager to start work so I can hand in the key with his little Christmas card. You know, honestly, power move would be to just give back the Christmas card. Because you haven't been fired. Be like, yo, I just stopped by today to drop this off. And just walk away. Just leave. Monther, you know you want to. But about the TCG shit. Long term, I want to save up to open a trading card game store. Now I'm buying and selling cards, and scalpers make it so hard to get product. Yeah, if you don't have the direct hookup with the company making the cards, you're basically screwed. I actually have a friend who, like, financed out a retro game store. It was, like, we were talking about, like, running a small business. I've never personally run a small business, unless we want to count this, but, you know. I'm doing a pack opening stream next Saturday, and I know I'm going to overpay for it. Yeah, there's no way you're going to ever make money back on that. Like, just no. It's not happening. Oh no, I have another random quest. How much time do I have? Doesn't tell me. Oh, these aren't time-based quests. They're not telling me that I only have a certain amount of time. I mean, I break even when I buy cases, usually. Like, we talking CSGO cases here? Oh, I keep calling it CSGO. We talking CS cases? Because that's a whole different thing. That has an existing, like, established online, like, fan base. See, another fucker comes in and buys all my mortars. I paid $140 for a case for a few weeks back and got $80 cards. Okay, you're talking about card cases. Got it. I can see that. I can see that. Magic the Gathering, I can kind of see having a pretty, like, sizable online base, but I feel like most people who play MTG are, like, in the stores already. This guy is the one making the real bank. Let's be honest. It's like the saying goes, the people who make the most money in the gold rush aren't the ones who are mining, it's the ones who are selling the pickaxes and shovels. Okay, I need more planks. How many planks we got in here? Yes, we have enough planks. I'm just glad my LGS doesn't have BO issues. You have found a unicorn local game store. Congratulations. How does it feel knowing that you are in the 0.01%? Alright, so we need a big chest here for all my flaxen goods. Alright, we need... I have their maze balls. Yeah, so I make a joke, but my experience with local game stores has been incredibly lucky myself as well. So I was introduced to this local game store through a mutual friend of the owners. And I was... You need to get into trading card games? Yes, 3. Yes. Join us. Join us. Come to the dark side. But, so my local trading card store owner, we have 2 in town, one is mine, the other's balls. Well, of course you're going to say the other one's balls. You own the competition. Anyway, my local game store owner was like an actual... Because you always hear about like store owners being like a pillar of the community. Dude legitimately was, I think, the main reason we had a Magic the Gathering scene in the town I was in. Like, one of those deals where he propagated a community that was also like mutually supportive of new players. It was so good. Like, I came in really young to the scene. Not like actually young. I don't own it, lol. I'm just a customer. I'm broke index. I'm not out here sugar daddying, lol. You should be. Get your game up. Sorry. Couldn't resist. But, so, what I was saying, when I came into Magic the Gathering, I had played a couple games of Kitchen Magic. Get your money up, not your funny up. Well, as we already know, Beaumont, VTubers aren't funny. We just talk a lot. So... You don't need to be working on getting your funny up. So, after this like experience, I was a little worried about getting into the like tournament scene. Thank you for making my first Magic the Gathering experience extra comfy because it's been really intimidating. Oh, thank you, Thury. And I'm sorry that you felt intimidated by Magic the Gathering at all. Like, I know there's a lot going on. But I do want to apologize for the game a little bit because it does not present itself well to the uninitiated, I will say. Because, like I was saying, it was really intimidating getting into tournaments. Because, like, Friday Night Magic is technically a tournament. Like, you can get ranking points and everything from it. It's actually the way a lot of people qualify for higher level tournaments is by playing well in their local game store throughout the year. We can help with more deck building rules, etc. Commander versus standard. Yeah, absolutely. And there are some big differences. Like, if we want to get into intimidation, we can start explaining what's currently going on in standard, which I don't honestly know, but we can start doing that. So I was starting out in Friday Night Magic, and I went to my very first Friday Night Magic tournament, and my friend introduced me to the owner when we walked into the store, because, you know, the guy's the one working the desk. He's like, yo, this is yada da. We're a new guy in Magic. We played a couple kitchen games. Like, he knows how to play, but he doesn't really have a deck right now, because I kind of had one. Beep, boop. Hell yeah, teehee, because my IRL's first question was Commander versus Standard, and I was like, huh? Yeah. If Index was an MTG card, what would be a stat? So it's funny you asked that, Thurifer, because IRL, man behind the mask, man behind the mask over here, I have a Magic the Gathering card with me on it. And this was the community that built up in this card shop. When I told them I was joining the military and that I wouldn't be able to come back anymore, everybody got together and like worked on a Magic the Gathering card for me to give me on my last tournament. They're like, we hope you do well. Oh, boop, boop. I don't know why, but bend over. It was so sweet. Oh my God. Like, I was a really weird kid, like a really weird kid. I like occasionally wore a bathrobe to these tournaments just because it was comfortable and it didn't suck like my clothes did, like my regular day clothes did. Yeah, fun times. So, oh yeah, absolutely we will help you learn how to play Magic. That's one of the things I found about like most Magic the Gathering players is if they're not elitist pricks, it's not a bathrobe, it's a wizard robe. That's exactly what I said. And I was wearing like clothing underneath it as well. I wasn't like trench coat in the park wandering around in a bathrobe. But so what was I saying? Oh yeah, when I went out, I yeah, not the flasher robe exactly. I left a lot of my Magic cards because I bought deck boxes a lot of the time. I left them on the counter there explicitly for new players to pick up and play with if they wanted. I kept all my really fun cards though, of course. Because you're not a real Magic player if you don't share the wealth except for the really good stuff. You keep that to yourself. No, I miss the local game store environment. I do. I gotta find a local game store around me. There definitely is one. You just have to find them. Automod. I fucking hate Automod. Like, you have to figure out your niche. Do you want to play lots of spells, touch lots of cardboard, have tons of big monsters on the board, run a goblin horde? You are the bane of the Automod. That is true. And meant to start 11 days late. Oh no. Perhaps the regional manager should hear about this. And here's the Corpo Speak way to phrase it too. I know you already know Corpo Speak theory. I know you're trained. I know you are familiar. The assistant to the regional manager. But the Corpo Speak way to say that is I'm very concerned about this. Sorry, my brain just entirely shut down trying to formulate this sentence. It's trying to stop me. It's like, no, don't do it. Don't engage the Corpo Speak Center. We don't talk to them anymore. But I'm very concerned about the example that this is setting for the more junior employees within the store. When they see the manager coming in late every day, it starts to breed like malcontent. And it's hard to respect a manager that doesn't follow the rules that they themselves are supposed to enforce. There's your unethical pro tip of the day for that. Do it, Theory. Do it. God, I love that popping sound. Also throwing in words like synergy and cohesion. So that's when you're in like an actual boardroom. I'm very concerned about the punctuality of our store management as I believe this sets a negative example to the team. The manager should set the standard for proper team conduct. Absolutely. Yeah, you managed to phrase it even more succinctly than I did. Although, small gripe. You said it more succinctly. That's the problem. Because as we all know, Corpo Speak is meant to say as little as possible in as many words as possible. I'm concerned about the bottom line impact that this may have on our metrics. I've been trained to be so concise, I need to beat around my bush more. Yeah, just in general, you need to beat around your bush more. I can help. I can help. Again, I could help. I could help. I'm a fan of the bush. Save the bush. Stop beating it. If I want to beat my bush, I'll beat my dang bush. What are you, some kind of communist? Hating being a consultant is fair. Question from the professional consultant. What do you do? What would you say it is you do here? I also want to boycott Manscaped. Yeah, I mean, there's reasons to do that beyond being a fan of Manbush. The amateur vasectomies they seem to be handing out are one main reason. I've heard so many stories of dudes being like, yeah, I got Manscaped and I clipped my fucking nuts. And they explicitly advertise as though their tool is some kind of magic wand that allows you to shave yourself down there without worry. Like, no, you still need technique, my brother. My brother in Bush, you still need technique. I knew that would get you, Thury. It was engagement bait. You got engagement baited. I also use a safety razor. Not for down there. I use an electric for that, but I prefer the safety razor for my face because I have to shave all the time, and I get horrible razor burn if I don't use a safety razor. Kikidio. Oh, I do the other way around now. Electric razor in the aether, safety razor in the nether. I love that phrasing. Oh my fucking god. I am stealing that so hard. That's amazing. Sorry, locking in. Wow, boom. Are we not doing phrasing anymore? Alright, I get Archer quotes stuck in my head sometimes. I haven't seen that show in ages. Boop, boop, boop. My Minecraft brain just says shower, so there's no magma cream. Lana! Mop. Mop. I fucked with archers so heavy. Oh, speaking of Magic the Gathering cards. You're not helping. Mop, mop. Not enough materials. What do you mean? It's literally getting funneled in. Oh, I'm feeding linen thread in. I'm not feeding in... Okay, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying something. Something dumb, probably. Yeah, Thury, did you ever look at the commander deck I sent? That's right, I was going to talk about magic cards. So, while Thury's looking at that message, I recently... because one of my mutuals on Twitter had started a bit of a trading card game kick, apparently. Had asked to be made into a card, just generically a card. So I hopped on this handy dandy little website, and I made a card for them. Specifically of them. So I'm considering doing that for all of my VTuber friends, in addition to another fun little project that will currently remain undisclosed. But I'm thinking of making a lot more, like, because anyone's unfamiliar, there's another VTuber who I occasionally collab with and is awesome, and you should check out. Oh my god, so many people in the store all of a sudden. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna shout her out. Malene. Oh, really? Oh. So shout out was dumb. Oh, it won't only let me shout out people currently in chat. Cool. Whatever. Everybody in this chat should be familiar with who Malene is. If you're not, definitely check out twitch.tv/Lady Malene. She recently told myself and a couple other VTubers who are in a Discord together that she was making little stickers of us to put in like a little thing. And I was so blown away with the idea that a piece of physical media would exist with index on it. And I'm like, my brain just started spinning. So I started thinking, okay, how can I do something similar so that I can have something like a physical piece of media to like share with my VTuber friends. And the whole trading card game thing put me on something. So shortly, it's a fairly long and convoluted process. Eventually, I will have some cool little things to show off. If Ruckus or any of the old ARF boys are here, it's the thing I did a long time ago for everybody in ARF, or who was in platoon leadership for ARF. Unfortunately, did not end up doing too well because I think only one person ended up actually getting it after I mailed them out, but it is what it is. But yes, I have unique equipment. I'm back. My manager continues to be late, so I dropped off the key to the assistant manager, or ASM, assistant store manager. Aha. Made it awkward on purpose. Let's go. Did you get a pink slip, or are you still on the roster? Ooh, I think I did that the same day of the 24-hour live stream. I'll have a look at it again while I join. Oh, okay, back to the previous comment. Got it. Looking at the commander deck. So much good politics sounds. Just let that run for a little while. So one of the nice things that I'm finding out about... Oh, okay, it is still live. Thank God. Sorry, for a second there I was getting an error on my YouTube stream. I was like, oh no, it's dead. Yeah, she was like, do you want to wait and see him? And I was like, no, and walked out. Nice. No, I think not. Where's the automatic till? Where's the automatic till? Oh my goodness, it's so far down the line. What are you doing with all this stuff? Because it really makes me wonder, what are these people doing with all these things? All right. Okay, here we go. Oh, I need to do a stretch. Let me do a stretch. Okay. Stretch done. Oh, yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. Sorry. I don't know why, but I've been scrambled as heck today. But, what I was saying earlier, Magic the Gathering local card game stores. A good manager and a good owner will make a store or break a store 100% every time. Because I know this is like corporate buzzword time, but the culture of the establishment does flow downward. 100% it does. If the manager and the staff aren't setting the proper boundaries with players, you will get those turbo nerd stinkers in your store, and there's nothing you can do about them once they're there, because they will demolish your entire fucking reputation the second you try and kick them out. Because they're like, I was playing it for years, no problem, and then the owner had a problem with how well I was doing, so he kicked me out. And then casuals see that, and they're like, oh, well, I don't want to go there, because if you're good at the game, they kick you out. So what do they do if you're bad at the game? So you have to stop that shit at the door before they can establish themselves within the community. And that's very difficult to do without, like, breaking rules. I'm seeing the EOD handovers in the group chat, and I was noticing a spike in performance followed by a dip in KPI. Like, long term. I'm sorry, you have confused me now. Oh, you're talking about culture flowing downwards. Okay, sorry. I keep forgetting about the frickin' chat delay. It's killing me. It's killing me. It's especially, it seems like it's bad today for some reason. I wasn't even having chat delay this bad during the 24 hour. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Anyway, yeah, culture flowing downwards. And that was one of the things I really appreciated about the LGS that I was going to. Because the culture that was built there was very explicitly inclusive of new people. Sorry, I saw your message and I froze. I'm going to tuck into bed. You boys have fun. Thanks for stopping by, Beaumont. It's always fun having you stop by. And we got to set up a time to play some Magic. On or off stream, I do not care. Shoot me a message on Discord or something. Yeah, that's the other thing. If there's anybody currently in the chat, your manager's messaging you, oh, it's begun. But yeah, if there's anybody currently watching or watching back later, and like we've talked and we have a shared shared interest, don't be afraid to hit me up. Twitter, Discord, fucking anywhere. I don't know how to do that from afar, but I will. I do, Beaumont. I do. Beaumont, if you have Tabletop Simulator, we can play Magic the Gathering together. I do not, but I will get it. I tangentially know of Spell Table, and that's all. So, do not worry. I do not worry. Do not worry. Later, at some point, after you have it or whatever, let me know, and I will walk you through the entire process of setting it up. Might go quiet for a bit as it's gym time. Time to flex. Time to flex. That Kennedy build isn't going to just happen. You got to put the work in. I'm going to start quoting David Goggins at you. Who's going to carry the logs? If it wouldn't get my YouTube stream absolutely demolished, I would start playing some workout music for you. Because I think that would be really funny. Quote RFK, feed him beef brains. Yes! You know, if you really want to get built, and I mean built, like a brick shithouse, what you gotta do is you gotta find a dead whale down by the coast and strap its head to the top of your sedan with your family inside. And then throw a dead bear cub into Central Park for some reason. Also, since we're on the topic of bodybuilding, my favorite bodybuilding quote of all time has been like, I forget, was it Dr. Mike? I think it might have been Dr. Mike. No, it can't have been. And I'm forgetting the exact quote as well, so please forgive me if I butcher this. But it was something to the effect of, like, being a pro-level bodybuilder is not something you can do with steroids alone. Like, I can give anybody steroids. The best bodybuilders in the world are all autistic. Like I said earlier, We can give anybody steroids. We have not yet, despite our best efforts, been able to intentionally give anybody autism. There's a level of commitment that comes along with the hyperfixations that you cannot achieve with steroids alone. That's not part of the quote. That's just what I'm saying there. If anybody wants it, I'm offering mine for free. But that's the problem. Is it the right flavor? See, is it the bodybuilding autism? Because if it's not, it's the wrong flavor. Because from what I'm hearing, it's the Magic the Gathering autism. Not so much the bodybuilding autism. Not that they're mutually exclusive, don't get me wrong, but let's be honest here. We're being honest here. Up, bop, 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 bop. Give me money! I'm trying to flex for my Grixis, not my glutes. Yeah. Yund, not lunge. Oh, what? I unfortunately only had the temporary MTG Tism. So I can't remember the name of this card, but it's the one that's mostly consonants. The door guy. The one who's like a little gremlin guy who's standing above a door. Yeah, I know you knew I knew you'd know who it was, but I can't remember the name of the card. I do love to just exclamation point. Ah! Like I jump scared you with it. Oh, one sec. Let me. Sorry, I had to quickly send a message in another friend's chat. They're currently streaming. Dang, I made a lot of money off of mortars. Although my expenses obviously far exceeded my income. All right, new day. We're gonna maximize out everything. Oh wow, that flax grew really fast. Oh, I'm out of space. Okay, I might be overproducing here. Guys, I'm too fertile. I'm overproducing. Need to moderate my diet and see a lactation coach. Beat me to the joke. Yeah, I knew where the minds were going with there. I knew the minds would go there. No, me TD, no do that. Although it is possible. Fun fact, the glands don't form if you are born biologically male. So they don't form fully. There have been minor cases and incredibly rare cases, like this isn't common, of men who can lactate in small amounts. Right, biologically, or like assigned male at birth types. Hyperspermia. I'm not familiar with hyperspermia, I'm not gonna lie. Boop, boop, boop. Now I'm Googling. Now I'm Googling. Male ejaculate, oh. That sounds like a blessing and a curse. Like, I know there's people into that. I know for a fact there's people into that. I've run into some of those people on the internet. There's an entire community of people who try to maximize that. Male lactation can happen sympathetically during pregnancy from intense stress and can be somewhat induced with domperidom and HRT. I don't know. Domperidom? Domperidom? I don't know. Complex medical word. Yippee! Yeah, it's super rare from my understanding. Yeah, naturally with HRT. That just makes sense. Because that's like the whole point. It won't make you a fully mommy milker, but it may provide a certain amount. Depending on how long you've been on it. I'm sorry, I just had the worst thought. Because as we all know, like, there is a certain amount of, like, that's close enough. It's a motion sickness drug that is sold in patches in the United States because it's not approved for lactation in the US, but it is in Canada and the EU. That's neat. That's actually super neat. But my horrible, demented mind thought was, there are gym bros out there who are taking steroids and are developing mad tatas. And it's such a shame that these people who are developing said massive mommy milkers don't want them. Because there are so many trans girlies out there who are paying big buku dollars to get the mommy milkers when these guys want to get rid of them. Because I had a trans ex that adopted an infant and wanted to breastfeed and went down this whole rabbit hole figuring out, oh, that's awesome. It's the Garfield tits meme. I have probably seen the Garfield tits meme. I don't recall the Garfield tits meme whatsoever. Ooh, big shelf. That feels like a cursed sentence. It's the Garfield tits meme. Your meme channel. Ah, I have been blessed with Garfield tits. Let us check the meme channel. Oh no, I have messages. I indeed forgot that I canceled on D&D for BG3. Twitch app broke again, Lamau. I was going to say I like the Vulcan, but I meant to have fast bikes leaving the show now, so I should be on within the hour. Okay, cool. I'm going to say hey before I turn it to bed. I'll be on more soon. Sorry, a streamer friend has popped in a rare thing, and I was summoned. It should say when this card enters, prevent all damage, etc. Yeah, cool. Nitpick all you want, buddy. I made a card. You didn't. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Who do you think took your tits? I love that meme format. The who do you think took XYZ format so fucking much. Because it's never not a banger. Oh my god. Stop buying my mortars. I need to turn them in for the quest. Alright, bed for real? Okay, come on. Have a good sleep. Get some rest. Take care of yourself. It's important. Ruckus! Ruckus! I was being nice. You tell me to shut up. That's so mean. Boop. Yeah, now seeing this from the side of the person doing both things. Like, check out this fucking monstrosity here. Look at this. Heads up, an ad will start in 2 minutes. It's true. It's true. I look around and I think, wow, there's so many ads. So many ads in my server. You shouldn't be the one telling anyone about sleep habits. No, you're not. You're right about that. You're absolutely right about that. If there's anyone to take advice on sleep from, it's... Honestly? Wait. No, I'm going to correct that. I've been given a lot of good advice about sleep. I just haven't followed it. So I know a lot of good advice. It's like asking your single friend for, like, love advice. Like, they might have goated love advice and you just don't know. Just because they don't apply it doesn't mean that they don't know. I feel like I should be making more mortars than this. Oh no, there's VTubers in trouble. I can smell it in the air. Quickly, make everything worse for them. I can't believe it. A box of wooden gears finally emptied entirely. I was saying this earlier, Ruckus, but I'm still confused what these people are buying this shit for. Like, normally in, like, an alchemy-based game, like Potion Maker or stuff like that, they tell you the reason they're buying the potions. This is just like, yeah, a bunch of random medieval villagers carrying pickaxes are going to come buy gears from you a lot. Can I sell flax? I can't sell flax. That's annoying. Like, that guy, as an adventurer, it would make sense, like, walking around carrying a sword. It would make sense for him to buy potions. Why is he buying... no, you know what? No, rope is important for adventurers, too. If you're playing Dungeons & Dragons and you don't have rope, you're screwed. Do it. Buy rope. You should be buying rope. Why did I buy iron ore? Was I given iron ore? I have to have been given iron ore. I only remember buying stone and wood. By the way, can we just really quickly appreciate how much the NIMBYs would hate this guy that's running this store? Because he's just tearing down the neighborhood and building an open-air factory. Also, OSHA would hate this guy. Like, you look like a farmer. Why are you buying rope and gears? Yeah. There it is right there. I noticed I was doing it. So I've been working on the puppetry. That's apparently what it's called, with the moving your head and stuff while you're VTubing. Because I'm trying to get better at this whole thing. Because I've got a really fucking nice 2.0 that I won't shut the hell up about. And that'll be entirely wasted if it's just me sitting here just staring, right? Like, there needs to be personality behind the VTuber for the VTuber to be good. Damn it. Aha, there we go, cool. Wooden gears, small gears. Boom, random quest done. Give me my money. We sell the stuff to build the gear, to build more stuff, to sell to build more. The never-ending loop of capitalism. We love the capitalism. All right, we're redoing the store a little bit. Gears, gears, mortar, rope, rope, gears. Wait, this is a fucking hardware store. I built a hardware store. All I need to do is start selling nails, and this is a full fucking hardware store. I love the fucking popping noise. Let's go! All right, here we go. No, you don't get to buy from me. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like really prejudicial against you specifically. Yeah, get out of here, purple vest. Yeah, one sec. I'm restocking. Customers, man. They don't ever pay attention to what the workers are doing. I swear to God. We need a money box soon. My gosh. I have a money box, but it's full of fucking blacks, isn't it? There we go. You're the money box. Oh my goodness. Who here's heard of The Money Plane? The movie The Money Plane. Because that shit is redonkulous. Why does it show you your fucking analytics in the stream? That YouTube. You got to be able to turn off analytics while you're streaming. You're building a mental health crisis into your fucking platform. I've yet to meet any VTuber who has a healthy relationship with stream analytics. Myself included. I intentionally disable viewership numbers because otherwise I will just fucking watch that shit and get all head up about, am I doing the streaming right? Is the viewer having a good time? Like, that's a reasonable thing to be concerned about when you're providing entertainment, but at the same time, measuring it against the number of people that are currently watching you is a really dumb way to do it. For all the other streamers who might be watching or not watching or whatever, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. It's not going to help. You're not going to be any better of a streamer for fucking locking yourself in on, is number big enough? Because there's literally no way to be, like, entertaining, engaging, or real if you're chasing number. That's not to say number go up can't be a motivation. Number go up is in fact like a really good feeling, but it can't be your reason, right? Because if number go up your reason, when number go down, you bad doo-doo. And if numbers stay same, you bad doo-doo again. It sets up this like mental trap where if number not go up, me bad, me not worth do, and then me quit. When in all reality, it's kind of arbitrary, right? Like there are things you can do. Pardon me. Like being engaging on the stream is obviously like a big part of what makes people tune in. So if people are tuning in and then leaving, it's entirely possible that you're not being as engaging. But it's also entirely possible that you just haven't found a niche yet and you haven't been socketed into that area yet. And what's happening is the various platforms are testing out where to recommend your content to. And if you keep changing it, you're never going to get into a fucking niche and no one's ever going to find you who might actually like your shit. So maybe, just do what's fun. I didn't mean to wink. I'm blinking, but my face tracking is suffering because I didn't turn my light on before I started streaming, like an idiot. Yeah, there's my index rant for the evening. Ruckus, you never came by with the shut up index. I'm just gonna keep going. It's just gonna keep happening. I need to change this shit. I need so many more mortars. Why is this like this? Right. Right. Oh, sorry, notification. Beep boop, beep beep boop boop boop. Nope, not worried about that. Yeah, I'm still confused about the like lore reason why so many people are coming in to buy gears from this random dude. Like, I feel like this is one of the big weaknesses of simulator games, right? Because ostensibly, the ideology behind this game is experience what it would be like to build a factory in a medieval setting, right? And the problem is the way that they are reflecting that is with a pre-made game-based assumption that people are going to want to buy this shit. And this is one of the overall weaknesses with like all simulator games of all kinds, because obviously they can't have you establish a business and then in realistic fashion flop because you're selling to the wrong market. They do all of that right out the gate. They're like, yeah, we're going to pre-establish that the market exists. There is a niche that is currently entirely unfilled, which is damn near impossible to find in real world markets nowadays, by the way. Not just because of online sales, just because the number of people that have like done the work that's necessary to go out and establish market niches. What's up, Void? How you doing? I'm rambling right now. I'm just literally sitting here selling stuff and yapping like a fucking madman. The topic of the yap was my small quibble about simulator games like this that ostensibly like have you run a business. Because there's like one running through like one running assumption that is baked into all of them that I find is a little bit of an immersion break. And it's that, why is this guy coming here to buy small gears from me? Yes, true yapper activities, 100%. So like this random adventurer guy and this random medieval peasant, right? They both come into this shop specifically to buy rope and gears. Why? Why would they need to do that? The reason they have to do that is because if I don't make any money, I can't advance the game. It is not because there is intrinsically some bullshit that I am doing that is filling a market niche. It is explicitly the fact that I am here selling this stuff that attracts them here. Rope and metal gears? No, not even metal gears. Wooden gears. I'm selling wooden gears. Famously, the best material for mechanical components. Wood. But it's one of those game design concessions, right? The concession being, if I'm going to make you do a thing in the game, I must therefore make the game reward you for doing it. So it misses the real world like risk of running a business like this. Because in the real world, if I were to, like, let's say that this entire setting is entirely realistic in that I can go to a medieval village and set up this kind of business for the starting costs that I invested, right? But then from there, real world logic takes over. If I'm going into a medieval economy and opening a store that sells wooden gears and rope, how much business do you think I'm going to do? In a city like this, I'm a corner store. These are random people going about their daily lives. The mortar and pestle thing, that's probably the most accurate thing that I could sell that would make some fucking money. Because that's something people would use on a daily basis. The problem is I'm not going to sell 6 of them to one person, right? And that's not a problem. It's not detracting from my enjoyment of the game. It's just something that I've noticed over a lot of time playing these kinds of games specifically. Is like factory builders entirely revolve around some sort of, hey, I need you to build an industrial chain for XYZ reason. Like Satisfactory, right? The whole purpose behind Satisfactory is that's your job. Realistically, you'd sell 1 mortar and pestle per household, maybe. And that for like 2 to 5 years. Because like, it's not something that's going to break super often. You should buy the register when you can. I absolutely know. I've been trying. It's still in the next fucking tier, guy. Like, I need the automated money system so fucking badly. Like, I just got out of the rope tier. I'm just now into healing potions. It's in the shop. Oh, you can just buy it in the shop across the street? Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, it's locked. It unlocks at level 4. I have the money for it. I just need to get to the next level. Okay, healing potions. We are doing just the healing potions. Okay. I need sage. I need sage right the fuck now. I need that. I've been working towards that slowly but surely. Whatever. I don't need more flax, but I'm planting more flax. Set up 2 lines for potions if you can. Absolutely, I will. Also, I saw that selling thing, the one that lets you sell stuff. By the way, I did Ruckus. If you want to pass this along to Caboose, I did set this game up for multiplayer if Caboose would like to join me today. Because I am actually now awake. He's on BG3 looks like. Depends on how long you play. Yeah. Probably not too long today. So, I guess maybe another day. I forgot that Monday is his BG3 day. popping noise. I love it so much. It's tickling that bubble wrap section of my brain right now. Yeah, you can wait a minute. Sorry. Okay, I gotta answer this. Okay. Hey, what's up, Calico? How you been? Good to see you. We're chilling. I do like the chill streams. The just kind of chill and do a thing streams. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, there is... I keep having to tell people this. I don't know why, but when I do like shorter streams as opposed to the long one, I have weird stream delay. I don't know why. There's literally no reason for it, but I have weird stream delay. No wonder I was running out of rope. Boo says if y'all don't have D&D tomorrow, he'd be down to play. Awesome. Yeah, it is really weird. I don't know what's going on with it. Like, I've tried to diagnose it. I've looked into my settings. Nothing. No discernible reason as to why I have the stream delay. Like, I'm on low latency on Twitch. I've got no stream delay set up in OBS. My internet isn't having problems. It just seems like there's a delay between comments and when I see them. Yeah. It makes me a little bit worried about what would happen if I turned low latency off. I wish there was like a close store button. You know, I should just start ignoring these fucking guys. Well, I can't do anything until the sage grows anyway. But back on the rant I was having earlier. So, like, that guy was a farmer, right? Very clearly. He was carrying a fucking sickle. He has literally almost no reason, unless he's using advanced farming machinery, to be buying wooden gears from me. Why am I selling these things here? What is the purpose of my business? And now, obviously, the answer to that question is the purpose of your business is to play the fucking game, idiot. You're here to build a factory in a medieval setting. Maybe he just loves to collect knickknacks? Maybe. That's true. That is a fair point. But he's been here 40 times. Partially because there's like 4 character models. But yeah, even if it was me supplying the local like fun curio market, why are all these tradesmen coming in? This elderly miner. Just a village of hoarders. Oh my god, I feel so bad for this village then. They're all hoarding rope and gears for no reason. That's very funny. And I'm feeding that addiction. Am I a bad person? Am I like a drug dealer in this game now? Is this Schedule 1 but for hoarding? Alright. Oh, Ruckus. I might need a little bit of your help with this. Medieval Doomsday Preppers. I hadn't considered that. The Medieval Doomsday Prepper market is probably pretty big, because there were a lot of reasons to believe that the world was ending in the medieval period. And a lot of people preaching that it was about to, in fact. So, you know how there's like groups of people who just run around all over the place screaming about the end of the world? Everywhere, all over the place. That idea is about as old as the myths about the end of the world. People have believed that the world... Okay, yeah, sorry. I'm going to get sidetracked here. But I'm going off on this tangent first. People have believed that the world was about to end for just about as long as the world has been around, and people have been able to tell stories. Because the idea that everything that we know and care about will just vanish one day has always been incredibly scary. And one of the ways that people control things like that is by becoming the messenger. or by being the one who sees it coming, right? It gives you a sense of control over the uncontrollable if you're the only person ready. And that's where a lot of doomsday prepping comes in. Like, it's not bad, so to speak. It's bad when it comes to people who get violent about it. But like the overall idea of I want control over this one weird aspect of my life. Yeah, it's actually kind of nice to think of. We've always been like this. Yeah, no, that's one of the biggest things that I've learned consuming historical content. Like there's a VTuber. I'm going to shout out another VTuber. Edda, what is her full name? I follow her. Let me go grab the actual channel. Like Edda Hindquist or Hindquist. Edda Hengist or Hengist. I'm not 100% certain how to pronounce it, but it's a horse girl themed VTuber who I found on Twitter discussing like the meanings behind ancient runes, like the pictographic like alphabets from Anglo-Saxon history, and what they were used for, and how they were how the meanings of words that they represented have changed linguistically over time. Love that kind of shit so much. Like I'm gonna shamelessly plug her channel here. I can't do a shout out because it's not in chat, but check that person out. Their stuff is great. Check their Twitter out. Check out their plays. Anyway, so one of the things that is underscored to me in pretty much all historical content I have ever consumed is that the one constant throughout all of human history is humans have always been the fucking same. There have been great people, there have been bad people. And in between those two extremes, just people. People have always been people. We always have had this desire to control what we can't, a desire to be part of community, and a desire to share and tell stories amongst each other. It is one of the true constants between humans all the way back to when we were grunting at each other in caves. And I find that beautiful, personally. Like, one of the greatest examples is there's some Viking graffiti, because the Vikings loved to graffiti shit whenever they went places. By the way, Viking was a job. It is something that you went and did. You went and you Viking. If you were doing the raiding, you were a Vikinger. If I'm remembering my Norse correctly. Yes. And because, you know, it's young men going all over the place, they did graffiti all over the place. And there was some graffiti in like some ancient Roman structure that was incredibly hard to read, and it was written in Nordic runes at the time. And a lot of people were just having a lot of trouble reading it because it was really old and faded and really hard to get through. And when they finally got permission to set up some scaffolding to go up and get impressions of the runes and translated them out, it was something like, Thorvin was here and was very high up. That was it. It was just some guy trolling people. Yeah, Olaf was here. Dead ass. Yeah, it's just a dude writing, I was here, leaving his mark on history, literally leaving a mark on history in a very high place that was really hard to get through, just to make it so that someone would go up there and read it later. Isn't that beautiful? Exactly. It's like, throughout history, we have always been exactly the same. That human desire to leave a mark in a really high place just to make someone go and read it. The desire to paint something pretty. Looking at the cave paintings in France. Neolithic humans. Just putting their own artistic spin on the world that they see around them and sharing that with others. It's fucking sappy as hell, but I love it so much. Like, if you aren't following Oog on, like, I'm recommending so many other people for y'all to go look at right now. There's a Twitter account called Oog. That's it. OOG. Posts these really poetic, like, thought-provoking stories from the perspective of a Neolithic man named Oog. And it's kind of written in that quote-unquote caveman style of Oog sitting late at night by river. Coom come up and ask, Oog, you ever wonder what on other side of river? That kind of like storytelling method. But it's always these really deep like dives into the psychology of people. I think they might have a blue sky. I'm not certain. If you're on Blue Sky, maybe take a look and see if they have an account, or maybe someone's reposting their stuff on there. You never know. But yeah, no, it's just these beautiful stories of the human experience told through the eyes of a Neolithic ancestors. Because again, people have always been people. Like, old people have always been a little bit cantankerous about the young. No matter what you... There are newspaper clippings from the turn of the millennia in the 1900s where people were complaining that children were writing on paper instead of slates because it was making them lazy because they didn't have to go through the process of erasing the slate, and that meant that children were not going to grow up with respect for hard work. What does that sound like to you? It sounds like my grandma ranting about how kids are on their tablets and that means that they're never going to pick up a book, right? Like, yes, exactly. This is just one of those things that I will just fucking continue to yap about forever. Because it's just so endlessly fascinating to me how we forget so quickly that people in old times weren't some sort of like a paragon. Books during the Renaissance had the same. Yes, exactly. What happened to the good old-fashioned telling stories to each other? Or if we give children access to information, they're going to learn about XYZ thing and I won't be able to blah, blah, blah. Or like reading newspapers on the train are bad because you're not talking to other people. Exactly. It's just the looking at your phones thing. Like, if they had the internet at that time, they would be sharing pictures of people sitting in, like, on the train reading a newspaper. Like, look at this. Back in my day, before mass market newspaper printings, we talked to each other on the carriage or on the walk. Like, no, you fucking didn't, bud. You just did exactly the same as everybody else, avoided public contact unless somebody approached you, and then you probably shunted them off. Because that's what people do. I'm ranting. I love it though. I love it so much. I especially love that so many that y'all are in the chat and understand what I'm talking about, because it's not like I talk to a lot of people about this kind of thing. So it's not that I'm like getting shut down about these conversations, but it's just really cool running into more people who have similarly been like, oh yeah, I know that. Yeah. What was I gonna make? Oh no. I need mini gears. What does this make? This needs sage powder and flax fiber. Okay. So what we're gonna do... Yeah, I also like the rants. I rant all the time. I assume you like... Of course I played KCD 2. I didn't play KCD 1. Yeah, Calico! Welcome back, Thury. You missed the rant. Well, you might not have missed it because you were in the gym, but you probably missed it. KCD 1 is goated. I've heard that. I've only played KCD 2. The internet is so bad where I am now, but I'm trying to keep up. Well, that's going to be a problem because I've already got a delay on regular internet, so... Yes, I have gotten recommended it, and I know there's like contextual information that I've missed out on, but I do think that the devs for KCD2 did such a good job. Hell yeah, Vocaloid in the gym! Name a more like perfect combination than weeb shit and iron. Like, pumping fucking iron out. There we go. Back. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying something. Nightcore at the gym. Yes. Like, unironically, yes. Nightcore goes so fucking hard at the gym. Oh, nope. Okay. I was hoping that the bottom box would stay, but whatever. I think there should be a Venn diagram of weebs and gym bros. It would be a very interesting one, that's for certain. I don't think it would be a circle. I think it would be a very distinct Venn diagram. I've never met anyone else that enjoys Nightcore. I am fucking shocked. Like, Ruckus, there is no fucking reason why you should not have met somebody else who enjoys Nightcore. You've known me for how long? I have enjoyed Nightcore the entire time. I guess it just never came up. I need to make it a redeem, but it's too long. Yeah, exactly. The clip of Giannis from Ultra Kill doing the cameo where he screams, "It's not sped up, it's not TikTok version, it's called Nightcore, and you put an anime girl on the thumbnail!" Sorry if I got loud there for anybody, but it has to be yelled. I wouldn't think they'd go together, but considering how upbeat Vocaloid songs tend to be, I can see it. Yeah, high BPM is fantastic for the gym. Anything with a high BPM, or conversely, an incredibly low BPM. If you're asking me who my favorite Nightcore artist is, you're going to be sadly disappointed in that, much like most music I consume, I don't really pay attention to the artist. Like, I know I should. I'm a bad consumer of media. Like, very rarely will I actually, like, go out of my way to figure out who sang or... Yeah, I know. I've had this conversation many times with many people. I am a passive enjoyer of many things. Of most things, in fact. Gabriel Ultrakill is great. I do love Gabriel Ultrakill. Giannis is so fucking based for taking that character and running with it the way it did. I love the sound effect of putting stuff away. It's literally pop, pop, pop. Yes! Yes! Oh, speaking of, this is entirely ungermane to the conversation, but my model can do the pop, but my mic doesn't pick it up. I'm so disappointed. Like... No sound. No sound. But I can do the mouth pops. I love the little guy just going... Index high key, I need to show you some of the stuff I listen to at the gym. It goes between white girl bangers to like low BPM ambient white noise. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I have some filters on here. Yeah, it's not noise suppression specifically. It's filters like a compressor that's supposed to like specifically elevate the lows and lower the highs. So it tries to bring the pops in, but then it's like, okay, this is falling into background noise. On the classical music, I love classical music at the gym. I think it depends on the classical music for me. Like, I usually use classical for my, like, wind down. I know, don't do cardio after you weight lift, but at the same time, I need to do cardio, like, badly, because my cardio conditioning is horrible. But anyway, like, if I'm running, I'll listen to cardio. Or I'll listen to classic. Yeah, Calico, on the topic of the putting stuff away noise, I better have that 2 mile time down. Guess what? Authorized alternate component. I'm fully able to do the hammer run, which is a 2 meter. Or no, it's 20 meter. It's 20 meter shuttles. Yeah. Don't worry, Ruckus, you'll figure it out. Basically, like if you've ever done shuttle runs, it's a timed shuttle run that slowly increases in pace. My proudest deadlift PR was done to 1,000 miles by Vanessa Carlton. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, Thuri. Not just for you. It's not just you. It's a lot of people. Oh yeah, I decided on the name of my community very early on, and that's why you see the reference to the archivists. Because my lore, it's not the pacer test actually. So that's a very common misconception when I describe it, but it is run similarly. Not physically running, it is administered similarly. It uses the whole beeps system to increase pace, but it is shuttles. Specifically designated in such a way as to be like the pacer, but similar. Yeah, it's a whole weird thing. You can renovate the house. What? You can renovate the house? Yeah. Okay. Why that and not the 2 mile? Because it's easier. It's pretty easy answer. It's the same reason I do the cross-leg reverse crunch instead of the regular core exercise. It's easier. Right, I need to actually get started on setting up healing potions. Oh, and right then the daily summary comes in. But, what was I talking about? We were talking about gym music is what we were talking about. How do you get to do that instead? Oh, you just choose to. It's an authorized alternate component. So if you're authorized an alternate component, you just do it. Dragon flags? Dragon flags. Dragon flags? You're gonna need to explain that one there, Turi. Oh, finally. I mean, dragonfly? It's like a core exercise. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, God. Yeah, no, I'm not that strong like that in the core. Isn't dragonfly where you hang from a pole by the side? Yeah. Yep, kinda. Yeah, no, not do. Perhaps I should start pole dancing to work on my core strength. I don't say that ironically. I say that legitimately. Like, straight face. Strippers have insane core strength. Better than me. You can wait a moment while I finish setting up this conveyor. I've always wanted to do pole dancing classes, but I just know I'm going to make a fool of myself as I'm not graceful. But that's the whole point of the classes. Sorry. What would you do if you walked into a gym and you saw a brand new guy on the bench? Would you make fun of that person? Would you make fun of the new bro in the gym? Well, Ruckus, you're banned from the gym that I'm starting now. You're not allowed in. The new guy in the gym is me. You've already broken the gym bro code. You're not allowed to make fun of the new bro. Well, if he was severely ego lifting, maybe. Okay. He's so new, he doesn't even know how to ego lift. We'll put it that way. He doesn't know what ego lifting is. Right? Actually, no, I definitely wouldn't. I would be like, sir, you might die. Yeah, no, the ego lifting bro with the 3 plates on each side. Yeah, that's the guy you run over and you try to stop before an actual fucking murder happens. But no, you know where I'm going with this. You know where I'm going with this. Pole dancing classes are specifically there for people who don't know how to pole dance, so I doubt they're gonna make fun of you, Turi. Be self-conscious, but don't let it hold you back. And that goes for anybody who's saying the same things in their mind about going to the gym. People in the gym are some of the most wholesome motherfuckers I have ever met in my damn life. Like, I am fairly unathletic now. I used to be much more athletic, but I've had health concerns. Yeah, I think I'm going to ask my BF for ballet help, and then later we can do pole dancing tee-hee. That sounds like an amazing couples thing to do. A couple pole dancing class. I will always have zero self-confidence. Sure, have zero self-confidence. That's okay. But stop letting it hold you back from shit. You can have zero confidence and still do things. Doing things despite a lack of confidence is in fact the most base thing that one can do. It's the same way people min-max Genshin builds. I don't know enough Genshin to understand. Ever since I became I became real into the gym, I realized all the big gym bros who are into it are nerds. Absolutely they are. See, here's the thing. People misunderstand how nerdy being really into the gym is. Because there is so much information you need to learn to be really into the gym. You need to learn proper form. You need to learn the right way to build your macros. You need to learn the correct amount of hydration for your specific body type and build. Yeah, I don't even like min-maxing in games. So that's great, honestly. I dislike min-maxing in games. I do it a lot, but I dislike it. Because I always go back to this old game dev quote. If given enough time, gamers will optimize the fun out of every game. I lift with my back in sharp twisting motion. Paste, do it more. Tell me how that works out. So, Ruckus, what I need you to do is go into the gym. Find the biggest set of barbells you can find. Not dumbbells, barbells. Get one in each hand and do exactly that. We'll call it a readiness test to see if the gym staff have been trained properly on their emergency response. Oh, actually, that just reminded me of something kind of wild. Like, I went to 30. But no, that legitimately reminds me of something. Not something that I did, something that I experienced. Yeah, you could do that too. Cross the street without looking both ways and fasten in an unexplained way and stop in the middle. Don't ever do that, by the way. Please, nobody ever do any of this. I don't want to get blamed. So I was in, again, yes, Calico, again. That's some real life Ruckus lore right there. So, well, I was in the clinic, right? I was going to a regular doctor's appointment for a very minor thing. I had to go see my primary care doctor to get referred for some specialist clinic. But the silly virtual man said I should do it. Yep, the silly virtual man. So I was sitting there waiting to get called back. And this guy gets brought in by like a friend, I presume, who's carrying his backpack. It's carrying this dude on his shoulder and the guy's walking. Sets him down in a chair, right? Like, mind you, this isn't an emergency room. This is a regular like a primary care doctor's office. And this guy is just sitting in the seat, moaning and groaning. And I'm like, what the hell's going on over here? And one of the staff comes out like a couple minutes later and looks at him and is like, what's going on here? Goes over and he talks to the guy. And all of a sudden he's like, okay, I got to call a doctor back for that. What had happened was this guy was in the gym working out, did a specific type of exercise in a specific way, threw out his back. His buddy brought him into the regular doctor's office, dumped him in the waiting room, told nobody, and left. So they had to bring a stretcher to get this guy out of there to bring him to an actual, like, an actual medical center that could handle his problem. And they kept apologizing to me. I was like, what the fuck? Why are you apologizing to me? That guy's got a fucking broken back. He's obviously more important than my ass. It was wild. It took like 20 minutes. They had like a whole bunch of people wandering around trying to figure out how to handle the situation because they didn't have a procedure for this. This wasn't urgent care. This was the regular ass doctors. I felt so bad for that guy. Long story short, if your friend throws their damn back out at the gym, don't bring them to like mom and pop family medicine. Bring them to a sports medicine area because they'll be able to handle that. Or bring them to an urgent care. Or maybe even the emergency room, depending on the severity. Oh, most definitely. So additional context here, Calico. I'm in the military. My medical provider is a military doctor. It was a military clinic. The person who was dropped off and the person who dropped them off were both military. So a lack of wingmanship or battle buddyship or stewardship or proper like response to medical issue is definitely a good way to get your ass chewed. It was so wild. I keep thinking about it every once in a while. I'm just like, damn, I really hope nobody ever does that to me, because that's insane. You're just gonna dump your boy in the fucking clinic with no help and then just go back to work? What the fuck are you doing? Ugh. Oh my goodness. Ugh. People, what the hell, Doc? You are in the wrong century. It does. It absolutely does. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, don't worry about that mentally no. Ruckus has always been like that, even before the car accident. No, I'm actually kind of curious how well limestone would do as a mortar and pestle. Because that is not a material I feel like I've commonly seen them made out of. I got the hiccups now. I feel that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Right, what's planted here? Flax. Oh boy, how long have I been streaming? Oh. I'm already over 2 hours. My goodness. Yeah, so I've noticed something. I think I broke something when I did the 24-hour stream. Not like actually. I think I have screwed my own perception of time while streaming. Because used to be I'd hit the 2-hour mark and I would be feeling it. I need to moderate how much time I'm spending on stream because I do have a day job. And I was late to it today, which is kind of a problem, given that it is the military that is my day job. And they're very strict about punctuality. So, I'm probably going to need to head out eventually, somewhat soonish, maybe? Maybe? I think I'll go, maybe, if I'm still feeling it, another about 40 minutes. I think that would probably be reasonable. Yeah, I can do 40 more minutes. "24-hour stream sounds hellish." It was great, actually. Like, unironically, I know it sounds like really not fun. I had so much fun. It was a blast. I honestly don't think I would mind doing it again. Like, I would probably prep a couple things a little differently. Like, one thing I kept running into is I had no idea what I was going to do next. So I would probably try and do a much better schedule, like Ruckus was yelling at me about right beforehand. But no, I legitimately had no problems with it. I got a good sleep. I wasted $40 on DoorDash that I didn't eat and left on my porch overnight, like an idiot. But beyond that, no, it was a fantastic time. I would go so far as to say I'm definitely going to do it again at some point. Bro, I've been drawing and sketching on Blender for like 12 hours, and I feel like shit. I can't imagine staying up 24 hours straight outside of an emergency. Hey, Darkblade, what's going on? So just so everybody is aware, Darkblade, everybody else has already heard this, but I do be having a stream delay for some reason. Anyway, to Void, it wasn't 24 hours awake. Ow. It was 24 hours stream. I did work a full 8-hour shift beforehand. Because I knew that if I tried to do that going into the workday, like do it Saturday into Sunday, I was not going to wake up in time on Monday. So I started on Friday and then went into Sunday. So I had Sunday to rest. It wasn't that bad. Oh, finally, level 4. I tried doing a 24-hour stream and clocked out at 20 hours. You were almost there. You almost made it. Bro, I was so mentally not there at the 20-hour mark. Like, I need sleeps. Yeah, no, I was there too. Caboose was here for that. If they were here in chat right now, they could tell you. We were playing this game, in fact. I literally spent almost the entire time we were playing this game sitting at this cash register. Fuck it, yeah, I can finally stop running the store all the time and let it sell itself. I'll just need to come in here and restock every once in a while. So now I can focus on the factory. I was there for a large chunk. Yeah, Ruckus was here for it too. Yeah, big shout out to Ruckus, by the way. Like, Ruckus has honestly been so exceptionally helpful. Also donating a lot of time. Big shout out to Ruckus. We're all awaiting your debut, anxiously. Looks like there's going to be an ad starting in 2 minutes. Another shill for the YouTube. Ads don't run on the YouTube stream. I'm not monetized over there. So if you want to dodge ad jail for the 1 minute that it runs, you can't really, because when you come back, Twitch... I hate that. Twitch has made it so that if you tab out during an ad, your ad just pauses. Which is Fucking, I keep coming in here by reflex. I will suffer for you to be paid. Don't worry about it. So like the 24-hour live stream, I had the most ads run out of any live stream, Calico. Would you like to guess how much I got paid for that one in ad revenue? $3.50? Not even. I didn't even make a whole dollar. Snooze the ad. Haha. Well, that's the thing. I have it set up in such a way as I get paid so little out of what comes in. All right. Okay, there we go. I want to be behind that. I get paid so little of what comes in because I have ads set to run so infrequently and for so short. Like, I think I set it up for like 1 minute of ads for every hour I'm streaming, which is a really low amount. Fun fact, the maximum that you can set is like 26 minutes of ads per hour. I've never had an ad pause when I leave the tab. Is that new? Yes, it's very new. In fact, you might have been one of the lucky few to miss that bullshit at the time when it was getting rolled out. For some reason, my background was off center. There we go. There's the music. Yeah, no, that's a new feature that they've been rolling out. Yeah, luckily enough, streamers have the ability to control how frequently ads are run. I personally disabled pre-roll ads, so there shouldn't ever be an ad right as somebody joins the stream. Because I find that as a viewer, that detracts from my experience. I don't like getting hit by an immediate ad. I want to get into the content because I normally am not there right at the start. So when I join a streamer, it's usually like part of the way into the stream, and I might be the only one seeing an ad at that time. That feels bad because I see the chat going all crazy and I want to participate in the fun, but I can't because there's an ad in my face. Just making sure my materials are all still good. The potions continue apace. Let's go refill the potion shelves. How many potions is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 18 potions per shelf. Damn, dude, save some potions for the rest of us. You see Richie McRicherson over here? My God. I fill up my money. That was silver. Ooh, I got silver coin. That's new. Okay, I need to actually start making iron. So, we need the heater. Right. Grab the money. I need a bunch of money, so. Right, so. Yes, the automatic cashier. Oh, it can hold 10k coins. That's cool. Dispatch portal. Sample request pulls on purchase contracts. Daily limit is restricted, but the quantity is not ready using skill points. Okay. I don't really know how it goes. Whatever. Create a selector in both. Cool. Raw material production. Where's heating? Heating device. Okay. Heating devices to fuel to generate heat. All lab devices that require heat must be built on top of heating devices. Refuel manually via the interaction panel or automatically using conveyor belts. Heat is measured in pyra. Fuel burns faster with more heating devices. Okay, cool. So what I need then is you right here. And then I'm going to put a little guy right there to produce wood. Okay. Bop. Boom. All right, there we go. We got a heat starting. What's up, Gab? How you doing? Ow. Damn, Gab. You come in here, get me all excited. Oh, it's my friend Gab. Yay, yippee. Then you throw shit at my head like that. That's mad fucked up. It's mad fucked up. That's crazy that you would do that to me. Got your daily chuck. All right, let's go. At least we got the daily chuck in. Yippee! I fucking love Yippee. The autism creature is my favorite little critter. Yes, I'm on the way home from uni and I saw your stream, so I appreciate you tuning in. If you're driving, turn my fucking stream off right now. I don't want you driving and watching my stream. Shocked emoji. I'm not driving, don't worry, I'm commuting. Good gap. I will say I have had streams running on my phone while I drive, but I've never been watching the stream. Like, I only ever let it play over the Bluetooth. That's it. That's as far as I'll go. I can't drive a car, I can drive a motorcycle though. Yeah, fair. I was like that for a little bit too. Crazy to me that you can get your motorcycle license in the US before you get a driver's license. Every time I see my little bot pop into chat, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of my little guy. It's funny because, so actually, a fun little piece of history here. The bot that is in chat, the Index Voss bot that you see right there, was actually not meant to be Index Voss bot. I set that up for my previous, like the account. Like, let me see, how old is Index Voss bot? Like, if you go in and you see how old Index Voss bot is compared to me, you'll see a little bit of a difference in the age of the accounts. It's like Index Voss was created January 15th of 2026. Index Voss bot was created July 8th of 2018. Index Voss bot is technically 8 years older than Index Voss. Crazy, right? So the reason behind that, yeah. So I actually took a small stab at fleshy streaming. I did not get very far, but yes, it's called. I call it fleshy stream. No one can convince me to change that. I don't care what you say about it. So I created this account specifically because I needed a bot account for a specific type of bot that I was using, very similar to Streamer.bot. And Twitch allows you to create accounts like for this and share them out with yourself. But sorry, what kind of stream? Fleshy. It's like the not furry or not VTuber, the meat space streaming. Oh, the terminology is phenomenal and I love using it so much. Yes, interesting. So yeah, I was a face cam streamer for a while. Had a different name. Yeah, I know. It's intentionally kind of confusing if you don't know what it means. It's just kind of funny. But yeah, I didn't really do much of anything with it. Never got very far. Gave up, I think, like a week into it. Because, you know, a lot of people try streaming multiple times, right? Because it's one of those things you got to learn how to do. I wasn't a very good streamer, and I still don't think that I am, but the experience was definitely handy in setting up this account. So, like, I already had OBS and all that kind of stuff ready to go, which was undeniably helpful, right? Always handy. Oh my goodness, look at that. My earnings outpaced my expenses. Big whoop, let's go. Big win for Index. But so, this bot account was created roughly the same time as my other account. Specifically for the purpose of botting. You know, not botting, that has a new connotation. But of being the bot in my chat. I did become a rhythm game streamer, a 3D VTuber, a PNG tuber, now a live 2D tuber. Well, here's the thing, Gab. Now it's time to combine all of those things. Become the rhythm 3D, 2D, PNG tuber. Somehow. I don't know the logistics. It's your job. I jumped into live 2D VTubing just kind of on a whim. Yeah, it's gonna happen off and on. My internet's a little weird sometimes. But yeah, I just kind of jumped into live 2D VTubing instead of doing, I might make this 3D model and making it into a VTuber, who knows? If you do, tell me. Tell me. There are so many people who would love to support that. Like, I am part of a large community of VTubers and supporters and all that. There are a lot of people that would absolutely love to welcome me into the community. Gab, you're in the... Yeah, Gab's one of them, actually. I was about to say, why are you saying ooh like you didn't know about it? But then I realized you were talking about Void talking about their tuber. Yeah, see? Look, Void's already interested. Yeah, 3D VTubers are cool, dude. Like, I want a 3D VTuber eventually. That's just so cool. The interactability and the life that you can bring to a model with 3D is so cool to me. Like, overall, that's one of the reasons I like VTubing, aside from the obvious, like, anonymity. Not anonymity, necessarily. Like, I hate to admit it, but you could probably figure out who I am. I'm horrible at information. Like, my OPSEC bad. I should be drawn and quartered in a public square. Not my actual OPSEC for the military. I've got no ideas for lore, but I'm going for low poly aesthetic. That's the best thing, Void. You don't need lore. I didn't really have any lore for Index Voss until I had already started streaming. I also never did a debut. I'm still technically pre-debut. And a lot of people give me weird looks when I say that on stream because, you know, I'm streaming. But my take is, if you never did a debut, you're pre-debut. Because eventually you'll debut something. Am I right or am I right? Come on, VTubers, let me hear you in the chat. VTubers, rise up! Ah! It is time for Foxboy Index. You don't need lore, really. You just thought of it in the middle of your streaming career. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, wow, big... what was that? Oh, yeah, I put the celebration on screen. I forgot about that. It does a whole big thing on the actual stream. It doesn't show up in OBS for some reason. But, con, Foxboy Index, con. For those unfamiliar, because I'm a giant weeaboo, con is the noise that fox make in Japanese. But yeah, no, all of the lore that I developed for Index... Ow! All of the lore that I've developed for Index so far. Yeah, so do I. They're so cute. I love that they're physics-based, too. Like, I'm trying to get them to wiggle. There we go. But the lore that I've developed for Index has been entirely developed after the fact. Well, not entirely. I went in with like a kernel of an idea of like a dude that is inside a hard drive. But I didn't know exactly what shape that was going to take. Then I started thinking, I'm like, how can I like make a fun story out of this? And what I came up with was a process that came alive. Yeah, a background process from inside a hard drive that is now alive. And that was the search indexer process, and it fit with the name already, so I'm like, oh, it's perfect! Yeah, I love this Fox aesthetic, too. It's funny you mentioned that. I actually just ran into a Fox VTuber today, who is almost a carbon copy of me. It's so cool. Oh, dude is fantastic. I'm going to definitely make you your me to a Foxboy period. Do it. Do it, Gab. Do it. Also, tell fucking Smallum to stop being such a manho. I'm gonna send the progress of the model sheet to your Discord server. Wait, one? Oh, absolutely. I would fucking love to see that. Please do. So, for those unaware, Void has been drawing a... I'm sorry, this is group chat. Sorry. Let me get in my Discord. Art. Damn! Void, what the fuck? That's not allowed. You can't be doing that. That's too fucking good. God damn it. I hate people with artistic talent in a jealous way. In a very jealous way. Oh, welcome to the Discord, Calico. I didn't see you joined. Sorry, let me get my OBS back up. Oh, why am I naked? Oh, I didn't turn off the auto toggle. Oh, technical difficulties I'm gonna have to fix. Don't worry about that. So this is a customizable model. It doesn't look like this by default. So this is what my model base looks like. It's linked in my Twitch bio. It is about $17. So this is how I got into VTubing. Very cheap. Basically, you import it into VTube Studio, and then you use the expression editor to customize the ever-living crap out of it. So, what happened there, the Foxboy index toggle turns off the base index expression and enables the Foxboy index expression, which then times out after 3 minutes. So, when it toggles off the Foxboy index expression, it does not toggle the base index expression back on. I need to figure out how to get that to work. Pretty simple problem. I just need to figure out how to fix it. I might have to go back to manually doing it. Is what it is. Alright. What do I need? Wooden gears. Small wooden gears. Finish this random quest. I haven't needed to get a loan yet. But no, Void. Yeah, I just got the sheet that you sent. I have to spend some time, considerable time making the wings for this model because I'm such a niche bastard that my Sona is a damn bat. You're gonna really fucking crush it out with the Rouge the Bat community. Being a bat is anything but a debuff. Yeah, I don't envy you that have the process of having to make the wings. Because I know you're going to render those out and they're probably going to be a poly nightmare until you're able to, you know, actually decimate them or like manipulate the poly count down. So the question is, for 3D VTubing, how are you going to do that? I only know how to do live 2D because I've consumed a lot of how-tos specifically for 3D or 2D VTubing content. Good question. Next question, please. There's definitely guides out there on how to. There's so many 3D VTubers. There's no way that there's no guides on the internet on how to do it. I know there's a Blender plugin. Oh, there's a Blender plugin. To be fair, there's also there's a Blender plugin for everything. Index, I can't seem to see channels on your Discord server. Well, Gab, have you acknowledged the rules? Gab. Gab, you haven't acknowledged the rules yet. Naughty, naughty. Turn the thing into a VRM file and then use something like VC, I think. I've never seen that. I honestly, I want to do a 3D model. I have to figure that process out myself. So, if you figure it out before me, I will give big thank yous. Because I am lazy. It's if you go back to the onboarding tab, you should be able to find it. It's like step 2 of onboarding. It should be one of the channels that you can see. I believe that I explicitly went in there and made the visitor role. So the way it works, So the way it works is you land in the server, you get the visitor role, and then you're supposed to, it's in the guides. Okay, good to know. But yeah, you land in the server and then you're mostly restricted to the couple of public channels that are visible at the moment. Specifically because I want to make sure that everyone in the server knows and has acknowledged my rules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 18. Damn it, I bought too many. But yeah, so I have a default immediate rules check. Yeah, You're not the first person. I'm going to have to retool how onboarding works specifically so that it drops you there first. Because I think it's bringing it... Correct me if I'm wrong. It brought you in and you had to, like, write a welcome message was the first thing it had you do. Like in the introductions channel. All right. Yeah, I'm going to have to see if I can get it to take you to rules first. Because that is suboptimal. Because, yeah, like I said earlier, you are definitely not the first person to have that problem. Yep, that's all you had to do, and it'll take you to most of the channels from there. Funny that it actually brought you to get the roles, because I saw that you had the red color roll, but it didn't take you to the fucking rules. So, yeah, I gotta fix that. Actually, Ruckus, if you've got the time, that would be a big help. I don't know, you should be able to configure the onboarding. Let's set up the cloth table. Yeah, so it definitely took it to the roles channel, because that is specifically the roles channel. It's the only reaction role that I currently have set up. I need to set up some more, but it is the only one that is currently set up. Set that up. I need these. I'm walking home right now, so I lurk. Well, I hope you have a safe walk home. Don't talk to any strangers or get in any white vans, okay? Pop, pop, pop. So that will grind it. Need a processor. And I'm home. Lol. That's the magic of public transit. You're right next to your house. What was I looking for? That's right. Materials. Crafted at. Run it through the grinder. Wax fiber and sage powder. Makes a healing potion, yeah. Right. Linen through a process. Linen thread through a processor makes linen. Through an assembler. Okay. So we need a processor. Right. You are going to be making linen thread. Right, So that'll start kicking that out. Now I need an assembler. There it is. I need more gears. Okay, up, and we have hit the mark. So once I finish building up this linen pipeline, we're gonna call it for tonight. But don't go just yet. We are gonna raid somebody cool. We're gonna find somebody cool, and we're gonna raid them because I like raiding cool people. Yippee! We have linen. I'm going to restock the shop. Get a nice little round of the pops before we head out. I need to fix my raid message. I've got a raid command that I can use, but unfortunately, I'm an idiot. And I can't get it to actually set it up so that it kicks out emotes. Because I have a raid emote that I can't use right now. You have to find it yourself. It's so dumb. Like, if I'm going to give you a raid message, I should probably put everything in it that I want you to use, right? All right, here we go. So, yes, I've saved this under the name Actually Awake. Because this time, I was actually awake. I know. Shocking, right? All right, we'll go to the just chatting screen. Cool. Hey, everybody. So, we're going to wait a moment. Let me just pull this up and see who is currently online. Because we're going to raid out to somebody cool. Let's see. Who is awake right now? It's pretty late in the day. I also like raiding to people who don't have a whole lot of viewers. Most of the people I'm seeing who are online right now have a whole bunch of viewers. Which is great for them. I'm happy. Oh, would you look at that? Someone who was in chat just a moment ago. My buddy Darkblade is currently playing Rainbow Six Siege. Now, Darkblade has a lot of fucking stream endurance. So, this will be fun. We're going to go raid Darkblade. Boom. Do that one. And boom. There we go. Get ready, everybody. Okay. Saribot. Yes. Have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Take care of yourself. Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for coming, everybody. I really appreciate you all being here. I really love doing these cozy streams. Got a quick announcement. I will be streaming again tomorrow. Thanks, Ruckus. That was so nice of you. Good thing the alerts aren't alive on this. I need to fix that, actually. I need to set it up so the sound alerts actually play through. But Ruckus played Shut Up Index. I'm not even in a Discord VC, so it wouldn't matter. Anyway. Tomorrow, I will be doing a repo collab. I put it on the schedule as a maybe because I wasn't sure if I was intruding by asking to join it or not. But it looks like it's going to be a fun little time. It'll be my first time playing repo, and we'll be doing that at 7 p.m. CST, which is about when I normally start streaming anyway. So, yeah. First time as well. So, yeah, if you like watching repo, tune in for that. But other than that, thanks for coming and chilling with me while I do my little factory game thing. Thanks for listening to me yap and engaging in all the random conversations I got into today. So I really appreciate you all. And yeah, go give Darkblade some love. Bye.